Kirk Johnson. I'm president of the BMW Motorrad Club in Northern Illinois. In this video I want to show you how to change the lube in the transmission. And if you appreciate the videos, please feel free to donate to us. It's right here on this website where you're watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Take off the right side foot peg, the driver's peg. And in order to do that, you take off these 3 hex bolts here. Now, there's a lot of, all the fairings are removed on this bike because of all the other service that I've been doing on the bike. You don't need to take off the fairings to do this part. The only thing that you'll have to really remove, if this is the only part of the service that you're doing, is you'll have to pull out this one screw that comes to the fairing here. And then when you pull off these 3, you can kind of rotate this thing and get it up out of the way. Alright, so we just got to kick this thing out of the way. This is your brakes here. This is the brake unit, for those of you who have never seen what it looks like. This is coming out of the reservoir that's back here. There's a tube here. This tube here comes down here, connects to the bottom, to the piston, or this is the master cylinder, and then this goes off to the ABS unit. Alright, we're down underneath the bike here. Just to give you a perspective here, this is the muffler. Obviously, this is the center stand. Right up here is the drain plug for the transmission. Now, this is things. I don't know why BMW didn't put this thing like over here on the side where it'd be very easy to drain out. No, they had to put it up where nobody can get at it. So you have to pull this muffler stabilizer out of the way. That's what this piece of metal is here that's connected to the center stand. Now this one does not have any kind of a hydraulic center stand. It just has a standard one. So the bike you have might be a little bit different. So we need to loosen this thing up. Pull this bolt out of here. And you got this piece over here that holds it in to the muffler. Alright, we'll try with a different set of thumbs. Alright, now we just just take this thing right out of here. There it is. In order to get this out, you're going to either need a socket that has a very short very short distance here. There's not a whole lot of room here. So I went and I bought a 14mm hex rod to stick in there. And I put a 14mm wrench on here to get this off. In order to create a channel, because you can't get the drain pan underneath this the center stand, you need to create a little channel here. So I just tore a piece of cardboard off of a box and just kind of form it into a channel. You can put it into a V or whatever. But when you get this thing broke loose and you start backing it out, before the fluid comes out, stick this thing in there like this, and it's going to create a channel in which the oil can run out and down into your pan. Once you get it started coming out of there, it's going to come out very, very easily. You can just, obviously because of the lube on there, see, it just rotates very easy. So now we get our little channel here in the way. Get our tools out of the way. Bring in the pan. Nope, I know it's getting dark. There we go. Okay. Now we spin that plug out of there. And let it drain out. Looks pretty clean. Now you got a little magnet on this thing. You see this?
Yep.
Okay, anyways, there's a little magnet on there. A little bit of fuzz is normal. little gray like that, not a problem. There's no big chunks on there. So you're going to clean that off real good with a paper towel, and then put it back in when it's done draining. We'll pull our little channel out here. We cleaned off the magnet. Let me get this out of the way. Now there's no, on this particular model, there's no ring on here. There might be a ring on yours, and if there is, you might want to change it. This one has some rings kind of built into it, some seals built into it. Now there is a torque value to this thing, but since I can't get a torque wrench in here, I don't bother. I just try to make it as tight as I can. Get you on there. Just snug it in good. That's it. While we're down here, we'll put the this little bracket back in. All right. But anyways, all you do is you fill this up, you fill up the transmission just until it starts coming out, and then you put the plug back in it. I think I'm about there. If you have a torque wrench handy, you can torque this thing down to 30 Newton meters, which is like 265 inch-pounds, or I don't know what the equivalent is in the foot-pounds. But since I don't have one handy, I'm just going to torque it by hand here. Not with that one. And that's it. So we're going to put this back in place. Put the footrest back in place, and that's the end of the transmission job. So if you learned something today and you'd like to donate, please do so. If not, that's okay too. These videos are out there for free. So I hope it gave you some encouragement to work on some of this stuff by yourself. So you really don't need to take this thing in for all these little services. There's nothing that confusing about a BMW. It's just a machine. Think about that.